Bob Santos, Bob, right there on the corner. Also would like to introduce to you and acknowledge Luis de Cubas Jr., right here. Great job, guys. You do an amazing, amazing job. And this man, you all know him when he used to train Evander Holyfield. He trained the greats. He trained the best of the best. And he's a person who I really admire, obviously for his work ethic, for training the fighters, getting them in great shape, really believing in the fighters that he trains, standing by them 100%. He's not just a trainer, but he's like a confidant. He's like a friend, you know, to the fighters. So I want to introduce to you right now to the podium to say a few words, Lara's trainer, Ronnie Shields. Ronnie.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to give God all the glory. Without him, we wouldn't be here today. There's so much to say, but I know not a whole lot of time to do it. But I want to get off of this fight for 1 second, and I just want to thank Oscar De La Hoya for not only just being a fighter, but coming back into the sport. A lot of guys, they come into the sport, and when their career is over, they leave. But Oscar came back and started promoting fights, and now he's built a company that's the biggest company in boxing, and they put on the best fights, and I think all you guys know that. And also, it takes a lot for someone in this sport to be so high to say, you know what, I'm going to come down here to San Antonio, I'm going to team up with Lara and Bata, who just started their promotional business, and grow something. And I think a lot of the big promoters need to take a look to see what Golden Boy is doing. And, you know, because you have to start from somewhere. And for Oscar to say, you know what, we're going to team up with you guys and to put on the best shows. And then they came here to San Antonio, and they've been putting on some really good shows. And I think everybody can attest to that. Now, to why we're here. We're here because two of the best fighters in the world decided to fight each other. This is what boxing is all about. Boxing needs this. Boxing is one of the best sports in the world. And I think everybody knows that. But everybody don't want to fight the best. But these two guys just stepped up to the podium and said, you know what, we're going to fight each other. You know, it takes time sometimes for the two best fighters to get together, but eventually they do. And when they do, it's a lot of fireworks. They say Las Vegas is the capital of boxing. I think it's San Antonio. I really think that this fight should have been here in San Antonio. You saw what Canelo and Austin Trout did. They did, what, 40,000 people here. You can't get that nowhere else. Nobody's doing that. San Antonio has the best fans in the world. A lot of people think I'm from San Antonio because I'm here so much. Because we do. We put a lot of fights on here. And, you know, I've trained Pernell Whitaker here for years. And I had an apartment here for like 2 years. So that's why everybody think I'm from here. But I am. This is my adopted hometown. But to get to this fight, Canelo Alvarez is one of the best 154-pounders in the world. You can't take that away from him. He gave Floyd Mayweather one of the best fights ever. And Floyd even acknowledged in himself that this guy, he's one of the best. And he knows he's the future of boxing. He really is. Because he's only 23 years old. But I got a couple twins that's coming up too now. Y'all know I'm the Charlo guys. They're coming up. When these guys are done, the Charlo twins are going to take over. But on my left here, I've been training this guy since 2010. I made a deal to train this guy in a bar in Chicago, Illinois. And that's the truth. And we never thought we could get to this day, but we're here. And we're here because we worked hard, we fought hard, and we're a team. And that's who I want to thank right now. I want to thank all our team. Our team the manager, Luis de Cubas, the co-manager, Bob Santos, and also the advisor, Al Heyman. I know you guys have been hearing a lot about Al Heyman, but he's one of those guys that's responsible for this fight happening. And also our training team, strength and conditioning coach, Edward Jackson, and my assistant coach, Highland Williams. They're not here today, but I know they're here in spirit. So we train very hard for every fight. Before this fight, we were supposed to fight Ishe Smith on the 2nd of May. But when this fight came along, we dropped everything, gave Lara some time off and said, you know what, go enjoy your family for a couple of weeks because the next 8 weeks is going to be tough. Because we have to be in the best shape of our life in order to beat this man here on my right. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Erislandy Lara is one of the best fighters in the world. And he's going to show that. He has the skills to beat anybody and everybody. And I think you guys, if you can't come to Vegas to watch it, please watch it on pay-per-view because it's going to be very exciting. So with that said, my last thing I want to say is there's a lot of young fighters here from San Antonio that are coming up and they're growing up. And I think you're going to see their names. Mario Barrios is one of the guys. And I see a couple of other guys. There you go over here. There you go. I see my man over here. Some really good fighters from San Antonio. So you guys already know who they are because you guys come out and support boxing. But I know one thing. The boxing fans, you know who's the best fighter up here right now. You know who it is. And it's Erislandy Lara, right? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Is it Lara? Or is it Canelo? Again, is it Lara? Or is it Canelo? Thank you. Have a good day.